Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's Greenticker NGX Daily Market Summary. I do this at the end of market close, running through the key points of the day's trading session. This is the very first trading day of the week. The stock market in Nigeria opens 5 days a week. Now, before we dive in, thank you to everyone who takes out the time to like, to share, to subscribe, to comment, to give feedback. I greatly appreciate you. And as Diband will say, I must greet you specially, and that's why I'm doing so. Diband is an Afrobeat musician. You want to check him out. But on to serious things. Back to serious things. This is not financial or trading or personal finance advice. This is not me being stingy. This is not me upselling. This is the reality, the cold reality. You are and should make your decisions yourself. I hope that you find this channel useful in education, in keeping up with what's happening across markets, especially the Nigerian market. But please take out the time to like, to share, to subscribe. We have a long way to go. I have so many plans for the new year. December 31st, I think yes, December 31st should be the last trading day for the year. We'll talk about them, but we need momentum to make those plans commercially worthwhile. We need a large quantum of followers to make it worthwhile. We need a bigger team. We have a small team at the moment. The aim is to double the team, double the coverage, expand to other markets, expand the coverage, ultimately have 247 coverage of the NGX across this channel. But it doesn't make sense to do that if you don't have a significant volume. So, to everyone who's taken out the time to like, to share, to subscribe, I must greet you specially, and you want to see when the band does that. It's so much fun. But let's get into serious stuff. Yeah. Also index fell 0.49%. Index measures average performance of stocks on the exchange. Some stocks will do better, some stocks will do worse. We'll get into those stocks in a bit. 364.3 million shares valued at 11.3 billion naira were traded in 32,564 deals. No, I am not Twister, so I will take it again slowly. 364.3 million shares valued at 11.3 billion naira were traded in 32,564 deals. Why did I take this twice? Volume and value, number of deals is important in looking at the momentum in the market. They signal positive momentum or negative momentum, and that's why we monitor them. To the numbers, ASO savings led the gainers today, up 10%, close at 99 kobo. I must confess, I wasn't expecting this, but that's the way the market is. You can't predict the market. ASO savings in 10% to close at 99 kobo a share. Deep Capital closely following with a 9.83% gain to close at 1 naira 90 kobo. Cornerstone Insurance, third place, 8.7% gain to close at 6 naira a share. Let's look at the losers. Linkage Assurance fell 10% to close at 1 naira 62 kobo. Alti Briscoe fell 10% to close at 3 naira 6 kobo. NACO dropped below the 100 naira mark. Oh no. Will we see this stock stay there, or will it regain that point? It's key. You have a handful of stocks. I remember if you check Spotify, there's an episode I did on NACO when it hit the 100 naira mark. A few months ago, for the very first time, it's lost that point. That is key. Down at 9.95%. Let's look at volume. Access Corporation, by the way, which is the parent company of the Popular Access Bank, 22.8 million shares traded today. Zenith Bank is still under sell pressure. We'll go check in a bit. Zenith Bank with 21.9 million shares traded today. Charms, third place, 17.8 million shares traded today. To the value side of things, Dangote Cements, 2.15 billion naira worth of shares traded today. Zenith Bank, 1.30 billion naira worth of shares traded. Second place, and then third place, Lafarge Africa, aka WAPCO, with a billion naira worth of shares traded today. This post goes up on my Substack by 5 p.m. West African time. That is Nigerian time, in case you're wondering. And on the Greenticker podcast, Spotify, everywhere else, audio, that goes up by 7 p.m. West African time. Final bus stop of the day, and it should be included from tomorrow, 8 p.m. West African time. Twitter, at sign GREENTICKERTALE, the Greenticker Twitter handle. Follow all platforms. It's key. Spotify will have more content because Spotify is less sensitive to algorithms. Twitter will have the breaking news. if there is breaking news, for instance, if by chance we were to get Fidelity Bank drop their numbers, outstanding numbers, that is 9-month 25 and H1 25 numbers, if they were to drop it in the blues, Twitter is where you're going to get the gist on the Greenticker Tail Twitter space. So you want to follow all platforms. Have your favorites. Favorites are allowed, but follow all. Thank you once more, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching this video so far. Thank you for giving me 5 minutes and 26 seconds of your time. I plead your pardon to please give me a minute more, and let's go see if is anything here we need to see, and let's go check the trading volume so far for Dangote Cement. It's a big cap stock, one of the big cap stocks on the NGX. And nothing much to see. McNichols, a few trading deals, nothing much significant there. Let's look at Danksem. What do we have? 3.6 million shares traded so far. Interestingly, a stock closed flat. When this stock goes down, you're going to see the market in the red. It's one of the big cap stock. Think of it, and I gave this analogy in the midday trading session. You have a basket, heavy items, light items. You remove the heavy items, the basket becomes lighter. You include more heavy items, the basket becomes heavier. So when the big cap stocks like Dangote Cement lose, the basket drops, the market drops. When they gain, the market rises. So that's pretty much what we have. I can't help. My apologies, I am going into this rigmarole. That's the thing about numbers. Numbers, money, the markets are such a fascinating place. One can't help but just look at these things. As Zenith Bank slightly down below 69 a share. Aradel, let's go check Aradel. Flat, but I saw some trades at sub 700 naira. I guess momentum wasn't enough to move that stock. ICO, that volume is high for ICO. 14 million shares traded. That's a high volume for ICO. Really high volume. Is anything else out of the ordinary? Cornhole, fairly large volume. Deep capital, poor fundamentals. I'm not going to be discussing that. So that's pretty much it. Lasaco, that's a large volume, 9.9 million shares traded. So we're seeing some rather odd volumes, out larger than normal volumes here. This is a large volume for PZ. That's large, 12 million PZ shares traded. That would be large. I need to get the gist. And so I need to close this video. Thank you. I must greet you specially. As the band you say, stay safe.